Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Iron Yoga. I'm so glad that you are here today to join me. So Iron Yoga is a nice flow style yoga with a little bit of emphasis on stretching and strengthening. A lot of times we work a little bit more with abs and core. All of this is blended with a little bit of strength training and weights. So today for our practice, you're going to need 2 light to medium dumbbells. You can be the best gauge of what's best for you, but I would typically recommend somewhere in the range of 3 to 8 pounds is going to work for most people. So you'll roll out your yoga mat, you'll get your 2 weights, and we'll get started. So go ahead and get yourself set up. And we're going to begin standing today. But before we go into our first yoga flow segment, I'd like you to just take a moment, maybe spread your toes wide, stand in a comfortable stance on your mat, maybe roll those shoulders back a couple times. And I just want you to take a few moments to take a few deep breaths. So there's nothing you have to do here except breathe. If you'd like, you can even gently close the eyes for a moment. So breathing in through your nose and exhaling completely through the nose or the mouth. I just want you to take a minute. Take a few deep breaths and start to think about settling in on your yoga mat. One of the great benefits we receive in yoga is being able to become more present with our practice, set aside our concerns of the day. So I just want you to draw your attention into the breath and almost imagine that any worries or concerns, anything on your to-do list, anything that happened in the past, anything that needs to happen in the future, you're putting all of that into a little box and you're setting it on the shelf for this practice. Anything you need to do, you can do a little bit later. This time is for you. So just let that sink in for a moment as you take a couple more deep breaths. Breathing in and out. Great. And then before we open our eyes and begin our flow, if you would like to, I invite you at this time to set an intention for your practice. So what this means is perhaps you put a word or phrase into your mind. How do you wish to feel at the end of your practice? Do you wish to feel strong? Do you wish to feel relaxed? Do you wish to feel, what do you wish to feel? And that can be your intention. When your mind wanders, guide it back to that intention. One last breath. Perhaps allowing a long sigh. Great. And then when you're ready, everyone, I invite you to gently open your eyes. Let's go ahead and step wide today. We're just going to start to warm up the body. So go ahead and take your hands out by your sides, bend your knees, and take a big inhale and reach up. So we're going to do this a few times in your own speed, your own time. But I just want you to really think about extension as you reach up and getting a nice deep knee bend when you bend down. Good. Let's do about 4 more reaches here. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to sink the hips down with that knee bend here. I want you to place your hands on your knees and we're going to reach one arm up and over and then let that arm float down in front of the body. Let's try that on the other side. We're going to reach over and through. One more time each way. Big over, reach, and through, and reach, and through. Good. Relax those shoulders down. Allow the torso to come forward as you gently press one shoulder down towards the middle of the body. Big inhale. Exhale, switch. Press the other shoulder down. Good. Come back to center, reach towards the floor, and just take a moment to shake out your head, shake out any tension perhaps in the low back, move your shoulders, just moving any which way that feels good to you. If you'd like, you can bend and straighten those knees. Just letting things settle. Good. From here, let's bend the knees and slowly round through the spine all the way up to standing. Go ahead and bring your feet in about hip width apart, and we're just going to let the arms spiral around the body. This is a great thing to do to release tension in the upper body. Imagine any tension or stress is floating down through the shoulders, flying out off the arms and hands. Breathe deeply. You may even find you yawn once in a while, and that is okay. Oxygenating the body. Yoga has a wonderful way of adding balance to our life. So helping relax and calm us, but energize us at the same time. All right, let's go ahead, bring those feet about hip width apart. We're gonna do a few swings with our arms just to really loosen our upper body. So we're gonna take our hands up in front, and I'll show you from this side. We're gonna bend our knees, we're gonna swing down and up. So join in when you're ready. Exhale down, reach up, swing, reach. Just feel how great it feels to stretch those arms above the head, reach it up. 4 more, 4. Big inhale, exhale, lower down, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Let's go ahead and thread our fingers together above the head. Stand nice and tall for me. If you'd like, you can come to the top of your mat. We're going to do some back and side bends here. So when you're ready, begin, big inhale, back bend. Exhale, come up and lean to one side, side body stretch. Inhale and other way. Let's roll through the spine a few times here. So we're going to inhale, exhale, fold the body forward. Good. And then from here, just start to warm up our back. We're going to take hands to shins. Big inhale, look up halfway, and exhale, lower. Arms up. All the way up, and we'll finish this with back and side bends again. Little back bend. Lean to one side. We're going to repeat this mini sequence 2 more times. Lean to the other side. Big inhale brings you up, fold the body forward. Exhale, lower down. Big inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower. Big inhale, come on up. Back and side bends. Exhale. Good. All right, last time. Let's fold through that spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, lower. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, back and side bends. Good. From here, let's bring the hands to heart center just for a moment as we step our right leg back, left leg forward. So we're going to come into a high lunge here. So I want you to lift that back heel off of the mat. Your toes are all facing forward towards the top of your mat. From here, we're going to start to wake up our legs by doing some lunges down. So we're going to lunge down and up. Do be mindful of your feet and knees. You can always narrow your stance. You can keep your lunges as shallow as you need to today. So there's a few versions of this, as I just mentioned. To modify, make it less active, make your lunge small. If you want to make this a little more active today, you're going to take your arms up at your sides, spread those fingers wide, inhale, exhale, try to tap the knee down, bring the hands down, and then inhale, come back up. So let's try this about 5 times together. Find your flow with this. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Come on back, hands to hips for a moment. Go ahead and drop that heel down. Start to straighten your front leg And then from here, we're going to hinge at the hips, folding the body forward. So if your hamstrings and calves are super tight, just hang out here. Or if you'd like, go ahead and start to bring the fingertips down on either side of that front foot for a deeper stretch. Good, and just relax your head here, moving it side to side. Good. All right, from here, everyone, we're gonna go right into facing sideways on our mat. So I want you to turn your back toes out, walk the hands around, and we're in a wide leg standing forward bend. Let's go ahead and reach from side to side. Bring your left hand in the middle of your mat, right hand reaches up for a twist. If you'd like, you can look up towards your hand. Inhale, exhale, lower, and switch. Reach, 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 reach. Inhale, good. Exhale, lower. Take a moment here to sway. Maybe you hold on to your elbows, moving side to side. Awesome. Let's go ahead, friends, and bring hands to hips. Come all the way up. Keep your wide stance still facing the side of our mat. Let's turn our left toes out, right toes facing the side of the mat. Bend the knee, and let's come into warrior two. So sink those hips down. We're going to add a little more movement here. So flip your palms towards the ceiling, and let's take a big inhale, arms up, straighten the leg. Exhale, lower. Let's try this 4 more times. Big inhale. Reach, exhale, lower. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Last time. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Good. Let's go right into side angle. Right hand will reach up. Left hand can reach towards the ground, towards the earth. You can always place your hand on a block here or keep it up a little bit higher. Inhale, exhale, arm up, flip your front palm and reverse your warrior. Stretching back. Okay. One last pose, and then we're going to do a little cardio segment here. Let's go ahead into a triangle pose, starting to straighten your front leg. One arm down, one arm up, look towards your hand. Feel that lovely stretch in your front leg. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms down, bend that front knee, come into a low lunge, step your legs back, drop the hips down, and let's walk knees to chest. Little yoga style mountain climbers here, starting to wake up our core. Good. So we'll walk, taking a little vinyasa here. Let's go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down onto the belly, down, down, down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, lower. Find your downward facing dog pose. And let's take a moment to pedal out those feet. Drop one heel and then the other. Little walks. Good. Let's take an extra stretch for our hips today. From our downward dog, lift those hips high, look towards your belly button. And then you're going to take your right leg up to the ceiling, bend that right knee, and allow the hip to open towards the ceiling. Good. Little stretch there. And let's switch, other side. Left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Good. All right, let's come on back. And now I invite you to walk or hop to the top of your mat. Good. And then come all the way up. Bring your hands together at the top of the mat, back and side bends. Little stretch. So we're going to repeat this. But let's go into some arm swings one more time. I want you to open the hands, nice wide fingers, feet about hip width apart. Let's swing it down, down, reach up, and down. Reach, down, reach. 2 more. Swing, let it go. Reach, and swing. Reach. Great. Let's go ahead, hands to heart. Awesome. And let's step our left leg back. Left leg will come back. So we're going to do those lunges once more where we tap the knee down. So go ahead, find the stance that works best for you. Lift that back heel off of the mat, arms up, fingers wide. And let's begin. Drop it down. Big inhale up. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. And 5. Good. Go ahead and ground that heel down. Start to straighten your front leg. And let's fold the body forward to your comfort level for pyramid. Good. Breathe. Here's a great opportunity to shake out that head. Release any tension in the neck. Feel that great stretch in the back of your leg. And then from here, friends, we're going to pivot to face the other side of the mat. Okay, so you're making your way there. I'm going to flip around so you see me from the front, but just know you'll be facing the other direction. When you get there, let's go into a nice spinal twist again. One hand in the middle of the mat, other hand reaches up. And switch. One hand down, other hand up. Good. All right, hands to hips. Let's come all the way up, and we're going to find our warrior 2 on this other side. So you're going to turn your front toes out, other toes in, bend that front knee, arms out, warrior 2. Flip those palms, stand nice and tall, and now we're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, press it down. 4 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower down. Relax those shoulders. All right, side angle is next. We're going to reach one arm up, other arm down over that bent front knee. Hook up towards your hand. Notice where this stretches the body. Connect with the breath, never holding the breath. Feel free to repeat your intention if you are using one today at any time. Inhale, come back up, flip the front palm and stretch the other way. Good, reversing your warrior. Awesome, back to our warrior 2. Let's start to straighten the front leg. Let's find our triangle pose, Trikonasana. Again, look up towards that hand. Good. Feel that wonderful stretch. And now everyone, let's go ahead, bring your hands down, spiral down, find that low lunge again, facing the front of your mat. Step it back, drop those hips down, and one more time, let's do our yogi mountain climbers. It's a nice little gentle walks here. Walking. Great. Awesome. Let's go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down onto the belly. Inhale back in. Exhale, find your downward facing dog pose. Good. Pedal out those feet. Nice job. All right, we're not going to do 3-legged dog pose again. We're going to hop to the top of our mat. Grab a drink of water if you need, and we're going to go to the top of our mat, and we're going to start working with our weights today. So go ahead and pick up whichever weights you'd like to use. You can always feel free to drop the weights completely, don't use them, or go a little lighter, heavier, as suits you, feels right for you today. So standing at the top of the mat, we're going to bend our knees, feet are about hip width apart, arms in front, and we're going to row. So we're going to keep our elbows in and pull straight up towards the chest for a round of 15. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to fly the arms up for our bent over reverse fly. So keep a little bend in the elbow. Do not go higher than shoulder height. Let's lift for 15. Here we go. 15, try to come down slowly. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. From here, bring your hands to your shoulders. You can straighten up now. We still have a little bend in the knee. We're going to squat down and press up. So we've got our squat with a press. Okay, for 15. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go ahead and bring our elbows in. Face your pinkies down. Our weights are going to be vertical. From here, we're going to step our right leg back, left leg forward, just come into a nice high lunge. From here, we're going to kick straight back and in for 15 for our tricep kickbacks. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you're doing good, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Bring your weights close to the body. And now I just want you to turn your toes. So once again, you're facing the side of your mat. Keep a wide stance here. Hands once again at the shoulders. Now we're going to squat down and press up with a wide leg variation. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, you're breathing, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Almost done with round 1. I want you to turn your left toes out, right toes in. Let's find our warrior 2. Flip your palms. Just hold this stance as you bicep curl for 15, up towards the shoulder and down. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Last move here, I want you to turn your toes back to the side. Bring your arms straight out in front here. So we're going to bend our knees, wide leg deadlift here, just slightly. We're going to come down, pull up to the chest. Yeah, so our legs are wide. We've got the knees slightly bent. And then we hinge forward at the hip and pull straight up. Continue that motion, pulling the weights to our chest for 15. So here we go. Down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's go ahead. We're going to do one more round. Set our weights off at the top of our mat. Let's go ahead, step it back to plank. Good. Drop those hips down. From here, we're going to do a little core circuit with hip dips. So you're going to take one knee down and drop one hip to the side, other hip to the side, almost like you're tapping that hip down to the floor. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a vinyasa, lower down, and back bend. Good, and come on back, downward dog. Pedal off those feet. Good, lift those hips high. Breathe, look through your legs. Awesome, walker hop to the top of your mat. Once again, if you'd like, you can grab a little water. We're gonna repeat all of that to the other side. 15 rounds of each exercise. You can decide at this point too, if you'd like to go a little heavier or a little lighter with your weights. That is completely up to you. Let's go ahead, pick up those weights. Stand at the top of your mat once more. And let's go for our bent over row. 15, 14, 13, 12, have your abs in, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to take those arms out to the side for our fly. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for those overhead press. So feet about hip width apart. Squat down low. Reach up high. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands in, pinkies facing down. Step your left leg back. Find a nice high lunge here, comfortable stance, and tricep kick back. 4, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. We're going to go ahead and turn both toes to face the other side of our mat. Once more, I'm going to demonstrate from the front, but you should be facing the other direction. We're going to take our wide stance now, do our wide leg squat, or sometimes this is called a plie, very different from our traditional squat. Wide leg stance, squat down, press up for 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's find our warrior 2 on the other side. So you'll turn your front toes forward, other toes in towards the side of the mat, arms out, flip your palms, bicep curls. 4, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Last little bit. Turn both toes to face center one more time. Bend the knees, reach down, and pull up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's do our last circuit down on the mat for our abs and core. Come on back to plank. Set your weights to the side. Good. And then this time, instead of hip dips, we're going to tap out side to side for 15. If you want to take it up a notch, you're going to do plank jacks, little hops, if that does not bother your feet. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Drop the hips down. Inhale, back bend. Good. And come to downward dog. Take your time to get there. Pedal out those feet. We're going to take a twist in downward dog today. So from our downward facing dog pose, I invite you to take your left hand, hold on to your ankle, your calf, anywhere below the knee, putting the backs of the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. One last breath here, and then we'll switch sides. Inhale. And exhale. Switch when you're ready. Right hand reaches towards the left leg. Breathe. Good. And relax. Awesome. And then from here, let's go ahead, bend the knees. Find your child's pose. Shift the hips back. Take the pressure off the wrists. If you feel any wrist tension, wiggle the fingers, circle the wrists. Make space for the belly and just take a moment to breathe here in your child's pose. Good. We're going to take a few nice stretches while we're down here. No weights required. Good. So let's go ahead, come to all fours. And then from here, I'm going to invite you to step your right leg forward into a lunge. So we've got our left knee down on the mat. And let's just take a moment to bend the knee, come upright, arms up if that works for you. And then exhale, shift the hips back, straighten the leg. So we're going to flow through these two poses a couple more times. So feel free again, if you need a little cushion, extra padding under the knee, or if you need to take your time between these two poses, please do so. Here we go. So we're going to bend and lunge. And straighten the leg, head to knee. Take a big inhale and exhale, and let's do that one more time. Inhale, lunge. And straighten the leg, head to knee. Great. We're gonna do, let's go ahead and come into that lunge one more time. Bring your arms to your knees. We're gonna try a twist here today. So we have our right leg forward. We're gonna take our left hand on the outside of that right leg. Reach back with your right hand. Think about pulling in your abs like you're squeezing a sponge as you twist. Good. All right, let's go ahead back to all fours and we'll just do all of that on the other side. Stepping left foot forward. Good, let's go ahead, bend your knees, find your lunge. Again, you can be right up here. If your legs are tight, you do not have to lean. All right, back bend. And straighten your leg, head to knee. Take a moment, wiggle your toes. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, head to knee. Wiggle your toes. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, head to knee. One more time, inhale, back bend. Exhale, head to knee. And we'll go for our twist. Inhale, back bend. And now right hand on the outside of the left leg, left hand reaches back, twist over to your left. Awesome, you can slowly come back around. Good job. Let's go ahead now and we're gonna take the pressure off of our knees. What I want you to do is sit down on one hip and have your left leg forward, your right leg back. So this is sometimes called hurdler stretch. We're gonna go into pigeon in a minute, which you may or may not know, but we're gonna actually take a quad stretch here in our hurdler stretch. So you'll notice the knees are bent. So what I want you to do now is go ahead and we've got our left leg forward, right leg back. We're going to hold on to that right foot with our right hand and then gently press the heel towards our glute. And I just want you to think about pressing those hips forward. So I know it's a little hard to see what I'm doing here. And this one really can be adjusted to each individual. But what we're trying to go for is a stretch right here. And a lot of times you can accomplish that by pressing the hips up off the mat, holding onto that foot, bringing it towards the glute. So go ahead and play with this and see if you can get a quad stretch for yourself. This is a really nice alternative if you have a hard time balancing, standing upright for a quad stretch, or if doing it down on the mat on the knee hurts your knee. This takes a lot of pressure and the balance component out. All right, let's try that on the other side. So we're going to go into our hurdler stretch on this side, right leg forward, left back, left hand reaches back for that left foot, and then gently press the foot towards your glute and start to think about pressing the hips forward. So you can kind of see what I'm doing here. We were down here. I lift the hip off of the mat, press it forward and press that heel towards our glute until you start to feel a little bit of a stretch in the front of your quadricep. And just enjoy this nice stretch. Good. All right, and release. So we're gonna go back to side one and we're gonna go into full pigeon now. So if your hips are super tight, you can set a block under one or both knees here. You can keep the knee bent in our hurdler stretch. So I want you to bring your left leg forward, have your leg at about a 90-degree angle. I'll show you this from the side. We're gonna begin to straighten our back right leg and then come forward to our comfort level. So go ahead and start to find that. Here's what it looks like from the side, and then you can start to reach forward. Just breathe and relax. One last breath here. And we'll slowly come up and we'll switch sides. So you can do that however's best for you. I'm just going to swing my legs around, bringing my other foot forward and other foot back. Find your pigeon on the other side and start to fold forward. Take a big breath in, start to return to your breathing and your intention that you set for your practice today. Great. Let's go ahead and come all the way up. And from here, everyone, we're going to go right into some gentle spinal twists and then make our way to Shavasana. So you can set your equipment out of the way. You don't need it in anymore. And roll onto your back, make yourself comfy. And then when you're ready, knees to chest. Take a minute to just let everything sink and settle. And then slowly allow those knees to fall over to the right. And then there's absolutely no hurry, but whenever it feels right for you, you're going to draw those knees up and allow them to fall over to the left. So you can do that when you're ready, noticing how one side may be different than the other. Let that low back release. Take a big inhale and exhale. And lastly, whenever you're ready, I invite you to come on back up, straighten out your spine, and let's take a few moments to relax in our Shavasana. Gently close your eyes. Let everything settle as you exhale out any residual tension or stress. Let it all go on the mat. Start to notice the inhale and the exhale flowing through the body. Revisit your intention and take a moment to express gratitude that you took time for your practice today. So you may stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. Or if you are ready to get back to your day, I'm just going to invite you to slowly make your way back up to seated. You may open the eyes when you are ready. And then holding on to this sense of peace, relaxation, this sense of stretching. Let's take a big inhale. Bring the palms together at the heart. I wish you a peaceful and flexible rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Great job. Thank you so much. Have a good one.